Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Prospecting Show 1. My name is Chris, and today joining me we have,
Braden.
and we're going to be watching a little bit of Tristan Wirfs with you guys again. So, for those
Yeah.
of you guys who missed the first video that we did on him, I did that with Carson, and we did that based on the Miami of Ohio game early this year, this first game of the year, and his Mississippi State tape from the bowl game. And that did not go well at all. Both of us pretty much hated him, and honestly, I think it might be the most disliked video on the entire channel, in the history of the channel. I think we had
Sad.
like almost as many dislikes as likes on that video. So,
I'm gonna look that up real quick.
yeah. So what we're going to do for you guys is we're going to revisit him this time with Braden alongside me, who I'm pretty sure likes him a lot more than Carson and I. And we're going to go over his 19 tape to see what areas he's improved in since that video, what areas he still needs to work on over the course of his pro career, and things like that. So, we're going to be taking a look at 3 games from 2019 with you guys today, maybe 4, maybe 2, depending on how time goes. And we're going to see some of the differences and maybe compare and contrast some of the things that he has improved in or whatnot since then. So, here's a little bit of background info for you guys. Feel free to pause the video or whatever. Main
Yeah.
things to note are that he is a wrestling background and also comes from poor family, blah blah blah. Also, good character guy as well, which is a great thing, except for this incident here a couple years ago. Not a huge deal, suspended for it and everything else, but just something to note for overall record. So what we're going to do is we're going to start out with the Michigan game. And I remember that this was a very defensive heavy game. Michigan has a pretty pressure heavy aggressive scheme under Don Brown I'm very familiar with. So I'm very curious to see how he handles our edge rushers, particularly Aiden Hutchinson and or Josh Uche. Hutchinson probably comes out either next year or the year after. I believe he's a redshirt sophomore this year. I might be wrong on that. And Josh Uche, of course, is coming out in this year's draft in 2020
I
after
mean, he
a fantastic
was.
senior week.
Yeah.
So, anything else you'd like to add before we get into this?
Nah.
I've kind of been spam talking the whole time.
Panthers and Greg Olson mutually agree to part ways, whatever that means.
That means he's probably going to retire.
Probably going to TV, from what I'm hearing.
That would make sense. Didn't he go to TV?
No, that was Witten.
Oh, I thought Greg Olson did for some reason too.
No,
Okay, so
no.
I know he did the Madden thing. He was like the Madden announcer guy. So for Tristan Wirfs, we're looking for 74, and he should almost always, if not always, be the right tackle. I have 9 comments? I just checked this the other day. Props to all you guys who just subscribed or are new subscribers or commented and liked. Apologies I haven't gotten around to them the last couple days. Okay.
Sad.
Well, honestly, he did his thing for the most part.
Yeah. I wasn't saying that anything he did, just
Oh,
the
okay.
ball just popped loose
Is
for
that
no
Quiddy
reason.
Pay? Interesting. I thought about Aiden Hutchinson and Josh Uche, and they have Quiddy Pay on them. Okay. That's not what I was expecting. Yikes. Oh.
Thank you, YouTube. Very cool.
I don't think that's a YouTube thing. I think it's an actual video thing.
Thank you. Specific video. Very cool.
That's fine. We'll deal with it. Mr. Echo will. Oh. Double yuck. Okay, well, we got at least kind of got to see him. Oh. I think we're getting better. I can at least see him now. Oh, that was a nice shive. Okay. Nice. Very nice pass set. Does a great job of forcing him around the quarterback. Nice little push there at the end as well. Good recovery from the counter move. Done a nice job getting out of his step here really quick. Boom. He's already right set, lined up. Much better angles already, I can already tell. Since this 2018 tape. There we go. Oh, that was a nice power rush by Josh. Okay, so he needs to work a little bit more on the anchor. Okay. Nice transition block. Good finish as well. I like the drive. Ooh, very nice transition block. Okay, I like his mental awareness. Boom. Really nice transition. Great pick, Josh. Okay.
Seems like even just right here, his technique seems to have been drastically improved.
In pass protection so far, yeah, for sure. I'm really looking at the feet and trying to watch his footwork. And even on this play, like that was much, much better because you're seeing him line himself up better. He's not dropping too far out to where the rusher has an inside lane, but he's also not dropping or staying too close to the LOS to where he just gives up that bend. He's doing a pretty nice job of centering himself and balancing himself right where he needs to be to limit that rusher's flexibility to go outside or in. Particularly Uche, because Josh can win around the end with bend. We saw that in the Senior Bowl, and we've also seen him win with inside with those pass rush moves. We got to see, I think it was sack was actually an inside move. So he has flexibility to win both inside and out, which is another reason I wanted to see this particular game for Wirfs too. Okay, nice. I like how he takes this block at second level. Bam. Really nice job of coming off that block and then sealing as well. Taking on, that was McGrone. Cameron McGrone. Oh, okay. Don't know where he was on that play. That's unfortunate. Back to right tackle now, though. Yeah, oh, his balance and centering is so much better already. Boom, he even gets a little bit of drive here in pass pro. That's really nicely done.
That was a terrible throw.
Okay, nice recovery. Edge rusher, it might be Quiddy Pay. I couldn't see the number. I did a pretty nice job with that initial first punch. Oof. Okay. Still needs to work a little bit on that run blocking, but nice, good finish. Excellent. Bam. Kind of got lucky he lost his balance, but he looked like he had pretty good positioning there, so not too worried. And I love that finish. Fantastic. Okay. Nice job forcing Quiddy outside. Okay. Pretty good engagement with Josh. Same thing there. Odd play. Nice. Okay, so this is Aiden Hutchinson, a little bit more of your traditional power rusher. Kind of similar to, I guess, for comparison's sake, I guess, Chase Winovich. Tends to have that nice bull rush. You get that pocket collapse pressure. And he does a really nice job of trying to force him around the end, but staying with him. It's really nicely done. Until the very, very end, when the play was broken. Oh, that was beautiful counter. So he ends up meeting Josh Uche at the line. Gets driven back a little bit with the shoulder, but boom, Uche tries that spin counter, and he does not let him get anywhere. That's a great counter to the counter. He's really mentally prepared for this game. And again, right, just realizes that Aiden's going to try and win with that power rush, sets, and then limits that drive back. That's nicely done. This is by far his best game of tape I've seen all year. Oh my! Okay, so
He
again,
just yeeted that man. He just yeeted him, that man.
Yeah, but Uche does a really nice job here, getting a little bit of pocket collapse initially, right? He gets about 5 yards deep in this pocket. But at this point in the play, Wirfs is able to recover and drive. That's a really nice recovery there from Wirfs to catch Josh Uche off balance. Yeah, he's doing a great job in this game. Okay. Kalik, naturally much more athletic than Wirfs. All things considered, that was a pretty good end result as well. Gives up the sweat move at the very end, but not a huge deal. Pay goes over the top. Nice transition block for a couple seconds at least. Oh, there it is. Yep. Dang, gotta be on the inside move. That's honestly a good rep from Aiden. Nice transition block. Picking up the stunt with Aiden. Oh, kind of zone block there instead of man block. Okay, nice shot picking up Quiddy on the end. Nice angle work. Nice. He learned from that earlier pass rush. Didn't let Aiden get inside of him.
That was an interesting rep by Stanley.
Nice finish. Especially on a screen pass. Oh, okay. That was a good power rush from Uche. That was a terrible design. Okay. Nice job with the set again. His footwork is looking much better than it was last time around. Yeah, you've got to get rid of that quicker, Nate. Okay, I like the idea. Defend the inside first. Michigan throwing Scott Brown, I should say, throwing all kinds of looks at this Iowa line. Nice cut. Boom. Sees Aiden coming downhill. Cut blocks for the screen. Unfortunately, someone didn't pick up their block as well, but that was a great idea on his part and it worked. Nice steal block. There you go. Okay. Apparently someone didn't pick up the right guy, but he did. Nice. Nice angle. I don't think that could have been him with the hold. Oh, it was defense. So, yeah. Even better. Jeez. Nice. He just stonewalled him. Oh, let me bring number 4 this one. Oof. Whipped on that, though. Nice recovery. Oh, that was a really nice throw.
I thought that man just had a high key false start. I was like, what? How do you drop that? Oh, it wouldn't have counted.
Nice cut. Oh, that was a great blitz call. Nice counter. Nice. Okay. All things considered, that was a pretty nice recovery. Gives up that up and under, but still does enough here to delay that rush. And he starts moving him around the end. So he allows Stanley the time to throw. Yeah, much better. Watch Cam here. Oh, no, he dropped. Okay. That's all Stanley. That is what happens when you roll out, when you have a clean pocket.
Sad.
Oh, speaking of sad. Oh, okay. That time it was kind of on Wirfs. He needs to pick that up. You can't leave your running back alone when your guard has the inside.
Run. I mean, it was an effort.
So, first game of Wirfs. What are your thoughts?
I mean, he definitely. It's about what I was remember when I watched him earlier in the season. You know, I thought he's a very athletic, very powerful player with a high upside. But his technique seems to be a lot improved, which is good to see that even in college that the want that his techniques are getting better. That's what you want to see.
Right. So you said Wisconsin or Minnesota? I think you said Minnesota,
Minnesota.
right?
Yeah, Minnesota. Excuse me while I take another bite of my hot pocket.
For what it's worth, it's kind of hard to tell. It's the same thing. Should be the right tackle here. Oh, that was a nice angle block. Good steal as well. Nice power. Oh, man. It was actually a pretty good block in space, too. Oh, that was a nice stunt. That was really well designed. Hard to block that.
I mean, he's just not letting anything on that play. Like, that's an insane anchor on that play. There you go. Find someone. There you go.
Which is kind of interesting because that was one of the things that he struggled with a bit more against Michigan's power rushers.
What?
The anchor. Uche and Ing were able to move him back quite a bit.
Fair enough, but I mean, you can see the man is not slow by anything. He's definitely athletic.
Right.
I mean, that's an again great anchor to seal off the other edge. That's a tough scene.
Nice power.
Nice push.
Okay, nice transition block. Seems to have the requisite awareness for his own scheme. Whether or not that's an ideal fit is, I guess, kind of to be determined. I personally like him more in power from what we've seen so far. I'd love to see him and Epinesa practice. That would be a great matchup. Nice end around. Nice 38. It's interesting because he's doing a pretty good job of getting up to second level. Just sometimes in space he whiffs on ball. He has TJ Hawkinson type to his game, where TJ was obviously athletic as a tight end, so he was able to get to that second level block really easily and smoothly. But every once in a while, it's just kind of whiff or miss, or he won't pick up his guy on the backside. Okay, that wasn't the worst outcome. That was a nice catch. Okay. Interesting call. Think the right guard didn't pass him over. That's on the guard, to be completely honest there. They could have seen that transition up a lot better than they did.
Susie, come on. Let's go pee-pee. Come on.
What do you think about him in a zone versus a power scheme, based on what we've seen so far?
I think he could work in either. To be honest, I think he's versatile in that he could work in both his zone and a power scheme.
I'm assuming you like him the actual offensive tackle. Instead of transitioning back inside the guard. But do you feel comfortable enough putting him on the left side, or do you want him still working on the right?
I feel like I'd be comfortable with him on the left. Yeah, for sure.
Interesting. Okay, nice recovery. I really like how quick and active he is. Nice set. But then he goes right back to the power. That's where he needs to win.
Let's go pee-pee. Let's go pee-pee.
Nice second level. I still want to see him do a little bit better job in space. I don't know. I would say he's not centering himself well in terms of angle. I don't know if it's an awareness thing and he's just not finding the right guy. I doubt that's what it is, because he seems to be really good at that at the line. Any other thoughts before we start the third game?
I mean, yeah, but I mean, they're more general thoughts than on the specific game, so I'll save them for the end.
Fair. Have we seen him pull yet? I don't think so.
No, I don't believe so.
He's sealed, though. I feel fine with that. Okay. He's set. This is definitely the best camera we've seen. Oh. Come on. I get it. That you're the highest quality. Okay. Come on, YouTube. Oh, come on. It's already like. Really?
Thank you, YouTube. Very cool.
Nice transition block. Again, nice transition blocking. I was just talking about this with the guard earlier, right? About passing these stunts over. He does a really nice job of passing that 89 over inside before he takes on his guy. It makes it a lot easier on the guard. I really like his ability to pick up those stunts. When he's the one actually picking up the stunt. Because his guard doesn't seem to be a great job of doing that. Okay, nice. I like how he gets off the first guy here too. Boom. Just gets that nice punch there and quickly resets and he finds the next defender. Helps open up that lane. Nice pickup of 60. Quick set. Nice. Nice hands. Well done.
Been close to 6 months, and I still haven't gotten over when CU blew a 11-point fourth quarter lead to USC at home. That was devastating. That was a fun play design.
I really like Iowa's offensive playbook. Brian Ferentz does a great job over there. He was one of the guys I was hoping we would consider for OC before we hired Bev last year. We being the Lions.
Yeah.
I like how he washes him down the line. It's really nice job of directing him away from the play. Oh, okay, that was really nice. So I like the way that he positions himself here. The defensive lineman actually does a pretty good job of getting his hands in the right spot. The Wirfs does a really nice job of just getting enough push to open up that crease, and he allows his running back to get 4 yards out of it. It's a really nice strength push there. What technique and short yardage? Oh my god.
He just destroyed that person.
Yeah, here he is right here on the line. And bam, just over the top.
That push was so big. Me being a midget could have fallen forward and gotten that first down.
Oof, that running back.
Sad.
Yeah. Watch the edge. Oh, okay, or not.
I think that was the play design.
That was, yeah. I was thinking they were going to run past out of here. And another thing I like about the Iowa playbook is the unpredictability. 3rd and 9, but gun. I thought that they would be sending house blitz.
Yeah.
And
Fair
he had
enough.
to pick up the edge. But no, he was attacking Mike. That's a good play on his part. I do wish he would have taken out the guy in the end, though. At this point, if he would have sealed. Yeah, his tight end behind him tried to tell him to. Oh well. Another thing I noticed. Oh, that was cool. Oh, you gotta catch
Oh
that.
my. How do you. Oof.
Another thing that I've noticed so far about Wirfs is they're not really having to double team all that often. Have you seen that?
Yeah, no, I agree. I haven't seen much double teams.
Like, even in most of these situations, he's not even getting any real tight end help. Iowa, of course, through their power flex, their power line, putting those tight ends like your Hawkinsons and even your Noah Fant last year, as we're both.
Noah Fant as a blocker.
He still has some experience, more than other tight ends in last year's class and most in this year's class.
Yeah.
In terms of being in line, they still line their tight ends up in line, and you're not really seeing a whole lot of that on Tristan Wirfs' side in any of the 3 games that we've seen. Even here, they have more of an H-back look, and they pulled too. So right, like the one time that we've really seen them trying and unbalance this, they're pulling him across, and Wirfs is still on the edge. So yeah, they're doing a really nice job, and that shows again comfort level with leaving him on that island. Almost kind of like a corner, right? Like you always see corners in bracket coverage, and you always see like zone and having help over the top and everything like that. Where every once in a while you'll see that corner that can come out, your Okudas in this class, that can hang their own on the island. Don't really get to see that too often with offensive tackles, but he's actually holding his own so far. And even then, a really nice counter, right? Often the defensive lineman here gets close to around the end, tries that nice spin counter, and he just completely resets and takes him out of the play.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, that's a pretty good throw, too. Oh, nice power. Oh, and the finish. Did you see that finish? Boom.
Yeah, that oof. You just belly flopped on the dude.
And what I love about this too is this motor, right? Like this is a counter out basically, and he's still blocking 100% on the opposite end every single snap. Nice, great job opening up that lane. The hand placement. Watch the stand up. Yep, good call. That was a nice play. Nice, I like that. He's doing a really nice job with transition blocking, both on the line and at second level. This is probably the first double team. Okay, this time they give him actually triple help, but he's inside, so makes sense. Nice, good quick set. And nice recovery anchor as well. You get to see a little bit more of a speed rush here. And then transition down into the power, and he limits that. That was really nice. The only guy who's really giving him serious issues so far is Josh Uche. He can give him a couple snaps, but he's done really good the last two games. Same thing, really nice lane opening, nice angle block. Trying to oops. Trying to clear out the crease. Nice. Ball checking by me. Oh, there's a pull. Okay. Nice. Good key blocking. Oh, look at the push. Goodness. He starts right here. Bam. Nice initial first punch. And great drive. Same thing. Look at that push. That is excellent short yardage. Even then, he still helped with the drive. One more. Oh my gosh. That's Iowa football, man. That's Big Ten football, but yeah, nice.
That was a good play by the corner.
Nice, good transition block. I like how he stays patient and reads this rush, sees him drop, and then transitions over. That's really high level awareness there. Ooh, that's not the best throw. Nice, that was pretty good blitz pickup. Same thing. Nice, good power set. Oh, gotta check that better down here. Oh, watch tackle. Watch tackle. Yep. Ah, okay. I had a feeling that was going to be coming, but yeah, because see, he has the end. Once he stands up and moves wide, he needs to focus on that gap. And he gets over a little too late, and the guard's trusting him, and he doesn't come over.
Yeah.
Still ended up working out. That was a really nice throw by Nate. Nice seal, for a second at least. I like the idea. Okay, nice key block. Nice tight set. It worked originally. Stays pretty close to the line, knowing that most of this rush is going to be interior heavy. And then allows himself to try and redirect and force outside. Unfortunately, Stanley just keeps backing up into the pressure. And nice strike blocking, great angle as well. Oh man, he knew what was coming ahead of time. That was a great concept on 3rd and 3. Power? Oh, cut, okay. Oh my. Watch first on this play. He's going to be over here. Bam! Just gets him to the ground. Really nice situational awareness on play call. Very interesting. Would you like to watch the 4th game against Minnesota or Wisconsin, or no?
No, I'm good. I think I think we've seen what there is to be seen.
Sweet. So, what I did before this video is I ended up clearing out all my grades on him previously. And I basically wanted this completely fresh. I remember some of the things that I didn't like about him from the last video that we talked a little bit about beforehand. But I also kind of wanted to go see what he was able to do this year. And overall, I was really impressed. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I've always out of the PC 101 people, I've always been the guy who's I was by far the biggest fan of the three personally. So I'm glad that everyone's starting to see what I'm seeing. He's he's a very versatile player in my opinion. I feel like he could play both tackle spots and both guard spots also in my opinion. And also, you know, he's very versatile when it comes to schemes, and I feel like he's definitely at this point, I wouldn't be mad at someone if they put him as the top tackle in the class, like with either of the top three. I think he deserves to be in that top three discussion, that
Right.
top tackle discussion, along with Wills and Andrew Thomas. And personally, I don't know, I, and I think he's a very good player. And going to the Broncos, I think he is the best fit for the Broncos if we do. And if we do take a tackle round one, it would be Wirfs in my opinion.
So
For
one rumor that was going around at the Senior Bowl that I heard was that he was going to be the guy that Cleveland wouldn't pass on. What do you think about his fit with the Browns?
I mean, I like that. I think he's a great fit with Stefanski. Zone scheme. I think could be very capable of doing, and I think he'd be a great addition to that offensive line at left tackle because they need one, because they need it.
Bad.
Yeah, if they don't get Trent Williams over the offseason, which who knows with that.
Oh, I haven't even thought about that. Yeah. Well, I mean, okay, going a little bit off topic here. That is why you always have to build your offensive line. Because what will
Yeah,
happen is you can be the Browns with your Kareem Hunts, Nick Chubbs, Baker Mayfields, Jarvis Landry's, Odell Beckham's, David Njoku. Very, very well-rounded offensive skill position. What were they in offensive DVOA last year?
don't ask me. I had no idea.
I don't remember, but I'm almost positive it was in top 10. And
Yeah,
that offensive line was a big reason. Their offensive line wasn't even terrible. Like, there are worse offensive lines in the league than theirs. Uh, and, like, if I remember correctly, didn't they have, like, a pretty good guard duo?
yeah, because they traded Zietler to get Odell.
I thought they had another guard after him, Batonio and another guy.
I don't believe so. I'll have to look this up real quick.
Anyway, while you're doing that, I'm going to go over some of my grades and then you can react after. So, strength is an easy 10, anchor is an 8. We already talked about that, mainly the Michigan game. I want to see more versus speed to power. Awareness is a
Wyatt
9.
Teller is the right guard.
Yeah, even he wasn't terrible, I don't think. And
Yeah,
Shrederick
they
Singer,
need
right?
they need both tackles because their tackles were Greg Robinson and Chris Hubbard.
Yeah, both the tackles were absolute garbage, but they have a Pro Bowl, I'd say, caliber center and a
And
at one
Batonio
time
is
All
pretty
Pro
good.
caliber left guard. What?
Yes. So I feel like Wirfs would definitely make sense. He could play either tackle spot if they need him to.
Yep. Hand placement is a 9. Footwork, I'm actually going to go with a 10 on footwork. I was really impressed with his quickness of feet, lateral agility, and his ability to stay close to the line, as well as kick out depending on the type of rusher. So he has a little bit of versatility there. Movement skills, I'm going to go with the 10 as well. It's probably a little optimistic, but I like it.
I
Uh,
agree.
Personally, I'm going to go with the 9 for zone man. I like him a lot more in a man scheme because they're basically telling him to block a player. And I feel like that's going to work out a lot better because he's going to be blocking a player rather than a gap. And once he gets hands on you, he is able to redirect, position himself, push out, push in, and utilize his angles a lot better than he is blocking straight ahead. So I actually like him a little bit more blocking a person rather than an area. So for me, I'm personally liking him more in the main scheme. Angle, same concept. Still pro blocking, I'm going down to an 8. Didn't really get to see a whole lot of pro blocking,
Yeah, but I
and
mean, with all due respect, you don't see the right tackle pulling a whole lot.
sure.
So I feel he has the capability. It's just his position kind of limited, showing that on the tape. Because right tackle isn't the position you generally think of when it comes to pulling.
Fair enough. And miscellaneous, I'm going to go with a 9. I don't
Nine.
remember seeing any injury thing.
No.
And the character thing outside of the one incident was really good. So
Yeah, and I mean, everybody messes up.
2,
So
3,
I
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 91 in my upgrade system, which is right behind Jedrick Wills for number 3.
yeah,
Your thoughts on that?
I agree. Yeah,
I
I
know he was at
agree.
like a 76 before, so it kind of goes to show you just how much. That's like a 15-point improvement, which is like 2 rounds worth.
Yeah, I think he's a very good. And as I said earlier, I feel like if the Broncos were to take an offensive lineman in round 1, which is doubtful, but if they were, it would be worse, in my opinion, for this one reason. They need a guy who can play guard, kind of like what happened with Jeremy Tunsil year 1, where he played guard, and then year 2 he kicked out to tackle.
I wonder
I
if the
feel like
Lions would
that's
do that.
Yeah, I feel like that's what happened with Laramie Tunsil, and I feel like that's what the Broncos would want to do. If they were to take a lineman round 1, is they would play someone who could play guard year 1, because unfortunately we have our Bulls and Juwan James are going to be our 2 starters next year,
Hmm.
and then since we're probably going to need both a center and a right guard. Wirfs could play right guard year 1, and then after the year when one or both of Bowles and Jawan James leaves town, he can kick out to either tackle spot. So I feel like Wirfs is not necessarily the best in general in like a pure vacuum, but for the Broncos, Wirfs is the best fit for us.
Nice. Yeah, I know the Brown Scouts. At least those was the talk at the Senior Bowl in Mobile. I know that the Brown Scouts are really high on him, and based on his 19 tape, you can definitely see why that would be the case. So, any reaction to my grades, or did you already go over everything?
No, I was just going over the Broncos, but yeah, no, I agree with it.
Nice.
I'm excited. I feel like he is. I feel that he's a by far the not a by far he's definitely deserves to be in consideration for the top tackle, and out of the 3 main guys, I personally wouldn't have an argument if they in any order of the 3 personally.
Yeah, for me, I
So
have Thomas number 1. I know
I
that he has
pers
the limited upside and the limited ceiling and all that stuff, but to me, he has
yeah
the highest floor, and he's shown the
yeah
most over his time in Georgia. So I feel like
yeah
he's probably the safest of the 3 options.
I agree. I feel like Wirfs is kind of the boom bust guy of the 3.
Right. Yep.
Thomas is the guy, the high floor, to where even if he doesn't get much better, you're still getting a top 10 left tackle.
Right. Yep.
And Wills is kind of in the middle, to where he has a higher floor
Then worse.
Wirfs, but not
Right.
necessarily as high of a ceiling, if that makes sense.
Yep.
So I feel that all 3, anybody who gets any of the 3, I feel like will end up not regretting their selection.
Yep. So I have Thomas as my number 5 overall player in the class. This is not value considered. This is just grade considered. I have
Like
Thomas as my 5th
vacuum.
best player in the class. Wills at 16, and when I add Wirfs in here, he'll be 17 right behind Wills.
Yeah.
So definitely all first round type of players.
Yeah.
So anything else you'd like to add, just in general, before we wrap this one up?
No, I'm ready.
Oh, and what
No,
did you
I'm
have
good
as
to
his
go.
biggest strength and weakness?
Oh, his biggest strength, in my opinion, is versatility.
Oh, okay.
I think he's versatile at everything, where he can play both tackles, both guards,
Put
and
this on 56.
he'll fit in both man and zone screens. And personally, I think he still needs to get better. I feel that's his biggest strength. His biggest weakness is tough. So I'm going to say
I have
pulling.
blocking in space. That's how I should phrase that. Blocking in
Yeah, I
space.
would I would personally say pulling, because we just didn't see it. So
Is there 56 in
yes,
there, Chris? I gotta sit
yeah,
down.
that's a tough. Uh-oh. That's unfortunate. Anyway, so yeah, no, I feel it's pulling just because we didn't see him, not because I don't. Out of all his things, I feel like we just didn't see enough of it to say whether it's a strength or weakness, in my opinion.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's kind of similar to blocking in space.
So yeah, but strength is definitely one of his biggest strengths. ironically, but no, I personally would put versatility as his biggest strength, in my opinion.
Nice. Well, do you have any other closing thoughts?
No, I'm good.
Awesome. With that being said, hopefully you guys like this one, learned a thing or two along the way. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. I'll be checking these after we're done with this video. But for now, hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and peace out.